What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today we are going to be talking about the content for tomorrow in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So today at 4:01, obviously about 5 minutes ago at the time I am recording this video. So if obviously you guys are watching this when more leaks have came out, this is what I know 5 minutes after this specific tweet. Starting tomorrow, all remaining IDOLS Series 3 headliners will become invincible. Any guess on who we got coming up next? So every single Wednesday we have seen new IDOLS cards. The remaining 3 are going to be invincible cards. And obviously, we got this, which you guys know who this card was. This was the level 40 card that became Dirk Nowitzki with the horses and obviously the invincible card. So we got some things to talk about. Obviously, first initial hint that is that we will see a Dallas Mavericks player tomorrow as our first invincible IDOLS Series 3 reward. Now, before we dive any further into what other possibilities we could see, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we're on the road to 70,000 subscribers. So today we're going to go head over onto 2K database, where we are going to go to what we saw last Wednesday, just to kind of show you guys the IDOLS we saw last Wednesday, which was Joel Embiid. And then the new IDOLS kind of set is going to come tomorrow. Now, here's my first guess on a card that we could possibly see, and that is of a Dirk Nowitzki. Now, here's the big thing that I'm going to talk about with Dirk. We haven't seen a Dirk since February 26th. You guys do the math. March, April, May, and June. 4 months ago. Now, when that first kind of level 40 leak came out, some people in the community thought that that level 40 reward would be this Dirk Nowitzki card. Now, I didn't necessarily think it would be Dirk, but I didn't know who it would be at the time. Obviously, we now know it is Luka Doncic. And Dirk Nowitzki, the way 2K has been doing IDOLS recently, I think he is a prime fit for the new IDOLS player. Like, if it's not Dirk Nowitzki, I would be so surprised. Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid, those are just some of the last IDOLS players that we have seen within NBA 2K21, right? These are who we got so far. Dirk would be a perfect fit with these guys as far as an invincible card. Now, that was IDOLS Series 3 cards right there. Now, if we go back to IDOLS Series 2 cards, I don't want to sit here and say the IDOLS Series 2 cards were bad or whatnot, but the IDOLS Series 2 cards, to me, weren't necessarily the same. Yes, most of these cards are IDOLS players, players who you would consider an idol, and obviously with the Ralph lock-in. So we saw KG, Melo, Westbrook, AD, and Yao. And then again, so far this season, we have seen Kawhi as well as the Joel Embiid card. So you guys might be wondering, well, Ty, who else could we see if it is not Dirk Nowitzki? And if it is Dirk, what to expect for Dirk? So first, let's talk about some other options that we could possibly see for the Dallas Mavericks. Now, this is going to be a guy that a lot of people think it could possibly be, is a Kristaps Porzingis, which, quite honestly, guys, is it out of the realm that we could see Kristaps tomorrow? Here's what I will say. A month later than this one, I think it's highly unlikely we see another Kristaps this soon, especially considering the idol name behind it, right? Joel Embiid, Kawhi, both those cards are absolutely incredible. And I don't want to say that Kristaps is not a good player in the NBA, but Dirk is so much more fitting behind that idol name than a guy like Kristaps Porzingis, plus the timeline fits just that little bit more. So those are probably the first 2 guys that pop into your heads when you think about the Dallas Mavericks, or the players for the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, we got Luka Doncic. There's some other possibilities, you know, that you could plug in here. If it wasn't an IDOLS player, I would go over some more of those possibilities. But just because it is an IDOLS player, for me, it's hard for me to go over some of these players. Like, for example, you could say, well, Jason Terry, maybe Michael Finley, maybe. I mean, all of these players we could possibly see a dark matter of. But the big reason is how many of these players are IDOLS players? Jason Kidd, I mean, maybe a long shot. It's hard though, because Jason Kidd, not necessarily for the Mavericks. So there's just so many different players that it could be if it was not an IDOLS player. But the fact that it is an IDOLS set and that it is going to be an IDOLS player, I'm pretty confident, about 99% sure that we are going to see the Dark Matter Invincible Dirk Nowitzki card. Dirk is an invincible fitting card because of what he did for the Dallas Mavericks. So I think that combined with the idols, he's just a perfect fit for that. For our first of our 3 remaining, he's going to be the first of 3 idols players. So what to expect from Dirk? Because quite honestly, this Dirk stat-wise was very solid. Expect him to have all 97 or above stats, quite honestly, which is going to be incredible because really this Dirk was solid. It's just defensively, he left a little bit to be desired. Tendency-wise, going to be solid as well. Sig-wise, jump shot 94. Expect that release on very quick, which I don't know if we have a card with that release on very quick yet in this game. Like, I don't think we honestly do. So that's going to be the next thing is, do we have jump shot 94 with a very quick release in 2K? Because if we don't, that's the first thing to kind of look for. Well, how is that release going to be? I think it's going to be a pretty solid release. It might be hard to green right away. Now, could they give Dirk a release like the XM base? They could. They could, since he is in packs, they could try to juice him up a little bit. Jump shot 94 is fine, though. I think that release is going to be solid enough. Since he is 245 pounds, I do think if they do give him Pro 2 on next gen, he'll be able to. Shifty dribble style is good on next gen. They have to change his dribble 6, though. Dirk with Pro 2 and a Pro 3 movement in the back is honestly my expectations for tomorrow for what we are going to see with Dirk Nowitzki. So that's just kind of Dirk, what I expect. Obviously, 7 feet tall, 7'3" wingspan, center power forward is what I'm expecting. So the next thing we're going to talk about today is who could come with Dirk Nowitzki, because here we've seen some of these these are just random players. That's the hard part about predicting who could be in the Idol VIP set. It's just because they're just random players. Like Gilbert Arenas, random players. Thurl, Bailey, Harrison, DeAndre Hunter, DeJounte Murray. My thing is this. 2K has to give this guy a new card at some point. Now, this doesn't have to anything specifically to do with this leak that we got. But this guy needs to come somewhere in 2K. The history behind Bob Pettit. Give him the X and base, and trust me, people are they're gonna love this card. He's gonna be able to curry escape on current gen. We need to do Bob Pettit card soon. So I'm not saying necessarily tomorrow with this idol set, but don't be surprised if he does come tomorrow. And if I predicted it, that's the one guy I kind of want to predict with Dirk Nowitzki is him, just because there's some history behind it. Now maybe we'll see him in a retro set, something like that. But Dirk is the highlight of tomorrow. 7 feet tall, 7'3" wingspan. He's going to be able to move and groove. It's what I'm intrigued about more than anything is what's this jump shot 94 with very quick release timing going to be like, because we know Dirk's tall. We know he's going to be able to move with that 95 plus rated speed. And quite honestly, at the center position, we don't have that many great centers in the game. Right now, we don't. We have who? Dirk, and then Porzingis and Dikembe are pretty solid. But Dirk has all the ability to be the best out of all of them in the game right now. He does. Depending on what that release is like, he definitely has that capability. So I'm going into tomorrow with some pretty high hopes. I know a lot of people don't necessarily get as excited about idols, sets, and drops as I do, but I'm excited about tomorrow. Dirk Nowitzki's not a card that I think I'd be excited about because of his release and what he has this year compared to like the Jokic's of the world with that bum set shot. I'm decently high on Dirk Nowitzki and what he can bring. My thing is this. Dirk's going to come Wednesday. We know this. Okay? Kareem, Hakeem, Will, Shaq, they still all need invincible cards. So it's just a matter of time before Friday we see like an invincible Hakeem or something. So don't, go too crazy on Dirk because he's likely to get overshadowed very quickly, but definitely a good card for 2K to add into NBA MyTEAM or NBA 2K21 MyTEAM tomorrow. But that is going to wrap it up for my video. If I'm wrong about Dirk, guys, I would be very, very, very surprised. But by that slight chance that I am wrong, I want to apologize before it gets to that. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know if you guys are excited about tomorrow or not. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.